Hey y'all, this is Fat Old D, and this is Fat Old D's Survival. Today, I want to talk about how to make fire starters for pennies versus buying them in stores for dollars. So we're going to take a piece of hemp rope, and we're going to show you how to use that here in just a little bit. And then we're going to show you how to make these out of cotton swabs. And last but not least, my favorite food, potato chips. So first time you can do this, by the way, if you're under the age of 18, please get your parents to help. You need a supervisor there to help you with this because it is fire and you can get burnt. So please be very careful of what you do. Now these here are cotton rounds. We get them from $1 from, Dollar Tree, Walmart. You get about 100 of them in a pack for $1. So those are a penny a piece. And as you can see, you put one in here like so. It catches right on fire. And it'll burn for a little bit to get your fire started. And it'll burn for a little while. The other way to do it, and as you can see I have a candle here that is melting some wax. I will show you how to use the wax in a second. One of the other quick fires that you can do is you can take a piece maybe about a foot long rope, cut it in half like so, and you can just take this apart like this. And there's 3 braids in there, so you can take all 3 braids out, like so. Then you can simply take this apart like this, and just pull it all apart. Each braid, you got 3 braids, you can take all 3 braids apart, and you just kind of like wad them right up like so. Now as you can see, that's still smoldering off to the side over here because it hasn't gone out all the way, it's still burning. And that will help you catch a fire when you're making your little tinder nests. You can put it in your tinder nest, it'll help get your fire going, and then it will stay with the ambers for a little while longer until it's all burned up. And that'll also, you can blow on that and also keep your fire going. For a little bit of a flash fire, you put this in your little tinder bundle. And yes, I use lighters because I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, let's use Ferris rods or flint and steel. No, I'm a fat old man. That's why it's called Fat Old D. I use the barbecue lighter. And after you get it all done up, you make it into a little nest. You can put it onto the rest of your nest. And boom. It'll light it all up for you just like that. And that's 6 inches of hemp rope. Or hemp twine. Okay. As for these cotton things, after you go ahead and you dip it in the wax over here, once you got wax melted, you blow it out, you dip it in the wax. Then you can just take and kind of work it till it comes a little bit apart right there at the top, or however many you want to. These are waterproof when you do them. There you go. Takes a minute to get them going because they are covered in wax. But after they get going, it'll stay lit for about 2-3 minutes, and we'll keep you going so you got what you need to go with. And as soon as I got enough wax over here, I'll show you how to make one. I'm using a candle because anything for a smelter that I use, you can't see inside of it. And I want you to be able to see inside this glass once it's got enough wax in there, so you can really tell what we're doing. And as you can see, this keeps burning pretty decently with like that. It's kind of like a candle now that you got the wax on it. And it'll burn for about 3 to 5 minutes. And that will keep you get a fire going real nice, especially when it's raining out or, you know, it's a really wet day on the ground. It's waterproof once the wax is onto it. You can, you know, accidentally put it in water, still pull it apart, and still light it. And so far, I think I went to about 3 cents, including the rope. So, you know, that's 3 cents worth of fire starters. There's 3 different ways to make fire. This is going to have fun and burn for a little bit, so we're going to let that burn for a little bit. And then the rest of it that we'll have going will be the potato chips. Believe it or not, you can use potato chips as a fire starter. My favorite food in the world is potato chips. Let's see. Almost got enough wax there for it. But anyway, if y'all like my videos, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification button so you know when the new ones are coming out, which are every Wednesday and Saturday. If you see something you like, please let me know in the comments, because the more comments I get, the better I can do with my channel. I hope you like my new backdrop to my thing. I figured it make me look a little bit more like a woodsman. I took a pallet with my nephew and we built this little table out of a free pallet. And yeah, I'm very big on reusing things. If I can get away with reusing it, I'm very big on reusing it. And just remember to have fun with all this stuff, because this stuff is a lot of fun to do. Remember, you got to keep an eye on your fire and things, so you know you're not burning down the house. I have a metal plate on top of a metal grill on top of this wood that's made out of oak. So, you know, and I have tinfoil on top of that metal tray, so I can use it later to make like some toast or something whenever I need to, because it goes to my little toaster oven. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun doing this stuff. Remember, if you're younger than 18, please get an adult to help you, and this way you don't burn down your mom and dad's house and, like, you know, get in trouble or end up burning yourself with it, because it's really easy to burn yourself if you don't know how to handle the fire. And wow, that's kind of like burning pretty good, ain't it? I got a nice 6-inch flame off of that bad boy going. And as you can see, it's been going for a while. I'm just kind of like trying to let it burn out, so we could do what we got to do with the other ones. But fire starting, these are very easy ways to do it. It costs maybe a penny for this and maybe a half a cent of wax to make these. So you can make 100 of these for $1, about $1.50 maybe. That's about it. Instead of going out and saying, "Oh, I want to buy those pre-made," and they're like $5-10 for those things for like 12 of them. Okay, I think our wax is ready, so alright, you blow out your candles, then you just take this and you just dip it in the wax. Let it soak the wax up. You can use your scissors to pinch it and move it around so you can flip it over to the other side, just to make sure to get it all covered evenly. And the reason why I'm using a red candle is so you can see what it looks like, because I do have clear candles, but then they stay white and you just don't know what they look like. Hold it up, let the wax drip off a little bit. Have them we go. There we go. You can take a little piece of paper after you dipped it in the wax, set it on the paper, let it dry for 5-10 minutes, and you can throw it into almost anything you want, and throw it into a little Ziploc bag. Throw about 10 or 15 of them in there if you're going out for a weekend or 2 weeks or whatever, and you got enough to build fires. And you can see it just keeps going and going and going. And I've been on here for almost 11 minutes now. So that works pretty good for a fire starter, I think. Yeah, and the stuff that's on the table that's still lit is like little hairs from before. And as you can tell, you can blow a pretty good wind on that, and it ain't going out unless it wants to. Alright, but that's over off to the side here of my little thing. Next, I'm going to show you potato chips. You take your potato chips, stack them up any way you want to. Get yourself some potato chips, a couple dozen of them, not even, like 5 or 6 of them. Put them kind of like in a little stack, and then you can. Takes a couple of seconds to get the light on fire, but once it lights on fire and gets going, it'll stay going for a little while. Come on now, you were working better than this before. There we go. And you can light potato chips on fire, and they'll go for a little while, and you might have to move them around a little bit to make sure that they're going to stay on fire, but you get the picture. They kind of light on fire, and they can light you up for a little bit. They don't stay as long as that wax piece did. And if you put wax on these little cotton pads, you know, this is what it looks like. This one is almost dry enough. See? And you're all set. You just pull it open in the middle to get a little extra out of it, and then light it on fire. And those potato chips are still going. You just can't see them. One is still going anyway. There we go. Now it'll get going again. And you know, sometimes you might have to light them twice to get them going, but they keep going for a few seconds at a time, so it helps light your fires up. I'm not going to build a fire in my house, however, but these are just a great way to show you that you can light potato chips on fire and make them to a fire starter. These little cotton things are the best. Then you got your twine. You just unravel it and you can put it in your bundle, and that'll light up real fast to get it going a little bit for you. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me some comments. Let me know so I can see what I did wrong or what I didn't do wrong. If you like it, let me know. Other than that, have a great day. God bless, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.